Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. This is e-frag TV. My name is George Georgiev. Today, again, we're back with the TWC 2016 and the African qualifiers. We have 6 teams divided in 2 groups, Group A and Group B. Today, we're going to focus on Group A and we'll be having 3 matches between Tunisia, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco, Algeria. Starting off with the first match between Tunisia and Morocco. But first, our analysts, Svojic and Rema. Hey guys.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing today? Everything good?
Yeah, all fine. You?
Yeah, better than good.
I'm good, thank you. Okay, let's start with this first match, Tunisia versus Morocco. We have one team that has already been on the LAN finals last year, so basically a known team for us. Yeah.
Yep, Tunisia last year winning all the games in the African qualifiers, qualifying for the TWC 2015. Somewhat getting stumped there, but definitely they topped the African qualifier last year, and for me definitely they're the favorites in this year's qualifier too.
Rema, do you think they're the biggest favorites for again winning the whole qualifiers?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on their back, I would say,
Yep.
because they won it last year. But I think, as far as I heard, South Africa or SB from South Africa has the strongest players there, so I would just favor them because of the stories. But
Yep.
actually, Tunisia really showed great counter-strike last year. Unfortunately, as Wojciech said, didn't manage to get a win in LAN finals, losing against Russia and Kyrgyzstan. So overall, I would say they have a lot of pressure coming into this qualifier.
Okay, starting off with Morocco, let's see the lineup and let's hear a little bit about them. Rema.
Yeah, of course. For Morocco, we have Ura, or URA, Skinny, Yoshi, Clock J, and RMX, or Clack J. And actually, I think the youngest player here is Yoshi, and we don't have him here on the screen, but he's definitely a young player. He played last year as well for the Morocco lineup. He really showed great counter-strike there, like topping 30 frags at one game, I think, and other games didn't have as much as good performance, but he was consistent throughout the whole qualifier. And we have URA here, 20 years old, as we can see. No team for him. The only guy here that has a team is Skinny, and his team is called Kappa MA. So
Okay.
some dank memes there.
Yeah.
And honestly, like their lineup on paper isn't so strong. Like we have, as we said, Yoshi, 17 years old only, but great performance. We have Ure putting up numbers there for Morocco, but I think Tunisia really have better players and better lineup now.
Wait, Yoshi is 17, right?
Yeah.
So he could be John.
Yeah, he
I
could be
guess.
John.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. But definitely, do you think the player to watch is Yoshi?
Yeah, probably Yoshi. I mean, he put a lot of numbers last year, and also he's the youngest player, so I would like to see him step up, the youngster stepping up for his nation and putting up big numbers for them, as we saw in Guatemala for
The
Mounts.
13 year
Mounts,
old.
I think so. I think it would be great if he steps up for them.
Yeah, some new stars coming and rising here in the TWC. Okay, let's switch to Tunisia. Let's see if Tunisia has some players from last year or no. Do they have a new lineup?
They actually have a core from last year. 3 guys that played in the TWC 2015 qualifier and that were in Belgrade are playing today. That's Tor, Potey, and Sheva, the 3 guys that played last year. And this year they're going to be joined by Crumbs and Remind. As you can see, if you could count out Remind, quite an experienced lineup. In this lineup, I would definitely say Potey is the guy to watch, because in the last African qualifier, he was a beast for Tunisia. He had, for a whole tournament, he had a 1.49 rating, which is quite good. And like I said, when they came to Belgrade, when they were on TWC, I think they even had a 16-0 against Russia, right?
No, 16-3 and 16-4.
Yeah, but you know, just not good results. But in Africa, they're definitely a team to watch, team to fear of. And Pote, like I said, definitely the best in their lineup. Sheva, as far as I could see, he's a beast with pistols in that lineup. So in the pistol rounds, watch for Sheva. In the other rounds, watch out for Pote.
Yeah. Talking about the duel, Morocco versus Tunisia, who would you favor and why? Maybe because of the ops, we saw that Tunisia has two players that favors op guns, so maybe that can be the key point, or something else.
I just think just because like Tunisia last year when they played, they really showed good Counter-Strike, as we said, not dropping a single map against any of those teams. So I would favor Tunisia just because of the previous TWC qualifier results. And I honestly think that they really have a good lineup. Like they have those three players that played last year in TWC qualifier are now in the same team. So definitely a point there. Team play there as well. If you want team play from them, you have it just because they played last year together and now they're playing in the same team. So I would favor Tunisia coming into this one.
Yeah, and also last year when they played TWC, they played against Morocco and they won 16-3.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, Morocco
definitely something we have to pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, Morocco bringing out some new players, all except Yoshi, like we said. But then again, 16-3, you cannot disregard that. So I'm gonna say Tunisia is definitely a favorite here.
Okay, player to watch in Tunisian team.
I'm gonna say it again, Pote, definitely. We saw it. His favorite gun is AWP, apparently. So watch out for that AWP. And wow, my shirt looks pink.
And it's not.
And it's not.
And it's not. Yeah, and it's not.
So definitely Pote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rema?
Yeah, definitely. I think Pote is the player to watch here from Tunisia.
Okay, so let's proceed to the veto stage. Do you think any map can favor Morocco here? If you think there's a map they have a chance on, which one would it be?
Standard map, I would say Dust2. I mean, we always see that for any qualifier, for example, like we saw picking Dust2 against USA, not a good pick really, just because they have a great firepower. I think the same story is here. Like, don't pick those kind of maps against the players who stomped you last year. And they have 3 players from yesterday, so definitely know what they are doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if they want to show up, like Dust2 is a great map if you rely on your aim, not tactics. So
yep.
so
Okay. Let's see what did they ban and pick.
Morocco banning out power pass, kind of standard. I'm guessing, yeah, cobblestone.
Cobblestone, nuke.
I'm guessing you can train to go out in the next bans. Yeah, train. Bend out, and there we go, nuke. And it's just a matter of like what they want to play.
Yeah.
Raj or cash, let's go.
I'm gonna say Dust2. No? Yeah, there we go, Dust2. I mean,
great.
Well, what a surprise.
Well, what do we have here?
Yeah.
Stuff so
Okay,
far.
so Dust2.
Basically the same thing we had in the Asian qualifiers, in the South American qualifiers, right?
Okay, but is that something we can expect throughout the whole African qualifiers? And okay, let's just talk a little bit about the European. Is that the same thing we can expect there?
That's a good question. I would expect something different in the European qualifier.
I would as well, because maybe just because of maybe FPL, for example. I think a lot of players there, yeah, they play Dust2 as well, but they really love to play on other maps as well, like Overpass, like Cobble. So I would see maybe European qualifier going a different way, banning that Dust2 and going for different maps. But here, I think, as Wojciech pointed out, like we had this in South American qualifier, in NA qualifier, in Asian qualifier as well, for Australia or Oceania qualifier. I think you don't need to say anything about that. Like that was not Counter-Strike.
Okay, you just reminded me that we didn't say that from this Group A, 2 teams will advance to the semifinals. So the first team in Group A will play against the second team in Group B, and vice versa. First team in Group B will play in the semifinals against the second team in Group A. Okay, let's go with the predictions. So Dust2, Tunisia versus Morocco. Switch.
Yeah, Tunisia picked the city side, so quote unquote, they don't want to start on that harder side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tunisia 16.
Wait, why harder? Why?
It's pretty even on Dust2, and it's just a matter of what you want to start and what you're more comfortable on. And I guess they want to start on the CD side. They want to stop Morocco. They don't want to give them a chance. I'm gonna say Tunisia 16-5.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with Tunisia winning this one 16-7, let's say.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready because the African qualifiers for the TWC is about to start. Tunisia versus Morocco, and your casters for today are Jackie and Harold. Take us away, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Tunisia, Morocco. Harold, we're here. Let's get used to it.
We are actually here, yeah. That's absolutely right. And the Counter-Strike is being played currently between the two African nations of Tunisia and Morocco. Of course, both nations being from Africa, in the African region. And they're going to be firing some shots here. Accuracy en route. And it seems the T side of Makoro on the way to that B bomb site. It's going to be remind me not to forget that name as he takes down Clapgy. And a great opening into the round. Trade comes through. That's John. That's his real name. As RMX finding one with the Tech 9 in hand. But it's going to be going down for Makoro. And 3 versus 4 on the retake here. B is the bomb site that's on the left. It's quite hard to retake if you're a counter-terrorist, because you wouldn't really retake it as a terrorist unless it was a funky situation, to say the least. Anyway, John going to be popping off some pot shots there. The old Glocko in hand, and nothing coming in just yet. RMX is finally going to take that kill, and it's all on to Shave and Potato, but Potato's dead, so Shave step up and do the work. But he's been stabbed. He's had a gut to come out of his belly, and he's dead.
Yeah, so you have it. Morocco are going to be able to pick up that first round fairly quickly. A damaging job. Standard B take, had a lot of utility, so it's very easy to just smoke their way in, overwhelm the site. They had a little bit of an early defense, but it all fell short. But the buy coming in here as well, they're actually going to go for fairly long range. They've got 3 AKs, only 1 SMG on Clacky as they come out towards long. Obviously the most smart play to go for. You want to try and utilise that range to your advantage. Just work your way out, gain the map control, send one player late up short to try and take the site. Tunisia, not really stacking anything. They have gone for the scout, and the rest of them swap ready pistols. If Poti can find some tags, he will make the Moroccan opponents a little bit more squishy. They will be able to get taken down with those pistols, but right now, it seems like it is going to be a struggle to even distribute that damage. The first frag does come in from Clackgy as he just sprays his way through a mind.
Yeah, lots of frags for Morocco so far this game. They've actually got 6 out of a possible 10, but it seems Tunisia, they want to go for this retake. They have the pistols and they have the balls to go for it. Clackgy going to be going ham onto Potty there with the Mac 10, but it's all trade so far. 3v3, and Crumpsy, he wants a crump until he is taken down by Ura, the Russian war cry, of course. Oh, nice shot comes in there, and it's all onto Tor now. Can he? No, he's dead. But it was a good try there from the Tunisians, and it was Morocco are 2 rounds up. Did you know Potty on the side of Tunisia is the ex-NOP player?
Nice one, mate.
That's Ninjas in Pyjamas, of course, if you're unfamiliar.
Obviously jumping back into the action here as well. Morocco over on that side, still got a lot of investment into the round. They had a lot more money to play. They were able to pick that one up fairly dominantly. Looked a little bit shaky towards the end. Skinny actually going to go for the doolies here. Fairly unorthodox play, don't get to see him too often. He comes in with a first frag, unfortunately will be picked off as well. The revenge frag coming in. Shiva actually takes down RMX here. Actually, it's all on him to get that frag back. But still, with 3 men standing into this, Tor's going to get fragged by Ura a few seconds into this, and it should be a clean round overall. They've only lost the 2 players that weakly invested into it. Wasn't too much money spent by them, so they're not going to be that furious. And getting into the first full buy, they're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, the Onion Register unable to get any work done at the end there. He is going to be a dead man. But the buy now coming out of Tunisia. It's been a quick 3 rounds so far from Makoro, and they seem to have done some frags. So happy days, I guess, for them. They should be, you know, relatively happy with that. I mean, they've killed their enemy, so happy days. AK's out now. See who's going to be able to shoot the other team quickest. Clackgy, he's going to kill the onion registry, as he will be going down. Smoke now on long to restrict that refrag coming in from the CTs. Make sure you can't get back in there. And Crumpsy, he's just going to be spamming away at the doors. Not much ammo to play with on that M4, so he does need to be somewhat careful. But whether he will, he's a bit of a wild one, so I wouldn't count on it if I were you. Anyway, it's going to be a B take on the middle area. No split, because this is just a mid to B. So Euro straight in, takes down the Crumpet man himself. Remind, trying to go for a bit of a face here, but he's been hunted down, and RMX is not going to be able to kill him there. Skinny does the job. Nonetheless, Skinny, of course, being the chap from the well-known film by Tom Cruise with the cargo ship. Anyway, 2 versus 3 now. Moving on into that B bomb site. It's going to be the remaining 2, Potty and Shave. Trying to get some work done. Potty is jumping around. He's having a bit of a jump, but he's dead. And it's all on to Shave. 1 versus 3. He's been naded, and he is off.
Yeah, unfortunate for Sheva, they're forced out of position, not really too much he can go for. We'll have to just back off, try hold on to that M4 if he's going to be allowed to get away with it. Should do so, really. Morocco, obviously, they can go for the hunt. Their cash is stable enough to try and push him out if they want to try and make sure they don't have a single rifle to play over into the following round. He's in a fairly good spot right now to actually find his frag at mid down to a 0. Obviously low as well for back of the bomb blast, so we'll get that, can upgrade to the AK, and then go through into the next round with that. But the situation obviously now rides a lot on Sheva. He's got to be the man to actually go through, be the powerhouse player. He's got to create the openers and really find anything he can actually get for his side. The only one that's going to be able to do anything needs to go fairly large here, Harold, to actually achieve too much. Meanwhile, Morocco, they're in a good spot. They've actually got the AWP out on Clack G. Nice play from Skinny as well. Going to be reading the economy, knowing that he can go for that Mach 10 and be able to build up a nice bit of cash as well.
Yep, he is. So, money, money, money in his pocket, pocket, pocket. It's going to be RMX shooting away with the AK-47. Well versed in the weapon. He's going to be able to take down Crumpets. And Euro just holding over towards long, making sure no one gets overly aggressive. Although Potty, he has got himself a forward position as the push will come through into the B tunnels. That's just reminding them that they need to be careful. Potty now wanting to get some damage done with the P250 in hand, but Euro is holding his angle. Going to Molotov him out of position. A clever bit of manoeuvring here. It's going to mean Potty has no choice but to back off. Fortunately for Europe, not going to be able to get the frag here. Instead, he's going to die in. Quick 3 frags comes through. This is looking like Morocco with a chance as Potty takes down RMX. Now all onto Clackgy. AWP in hand. 1 versus 3. Not going to be an easy situation to deal with, but a nice tag comes through there onto Shiva as he will recover himself the bomb. 45 seconds remaining. Let's see, is he going to be able to get any work done? It's not looking too good. Clackgy working his way through. Versus 3, of course. Trying to get some work done, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. He's moving towards that A-bomb site, but he's going to have to contend with Shiva right now. AK-47 in hand, but Clackgy going to be able to make it happen. No, onto Tor, and he's going to take him down. So 1 versus 1. Looking pretty good now for Clackgy. He's got himself the 1 versus 3. Can he finish it off in a 1 versus 1 scenario to win 5-0 for Morocco, his team, and his country? Potentially, if he knows the position here of Remind, he will be able to get some work done. As Remind works his way up through long, but this reload coming at the wrong time. He's going to get a kill nonetheless, and that's a 1 versus 4 for Clackgy. Nice work.
Yeah, good round coming in there, being able to rip his way through them. Obviously, 8 frags on the board right now, doing a lot of damage for his side. Proving to be a little bit of a prolific fragger. If they can keep this up, they're going to be in a good spot to actually make their way through. Meanwhile, Tunisia, they have been down in the dumps. Not a single round to their name just yet. Obviously, a fairly dominant series of rounds picked up off the back of the pistols. Then Morocco just steamroll ahead into the rifles. They have been able to adopt that double AWP setup, though, and they're taking a bit more map control. This is good to see. This is what I was hoping would actually come out from Tunisia. Obviously, they've gone for the short play. When boost up, you've got 2 players there. They have that AWP over on post. You can try and find a frag if anyone is going to peek into him. Unfortunately, they have been zoned out by the few bullets being shot back from the Moroccan side. Not really going to be what they wanted. They were hoping to try and get that initial frag so they could just play for trades a little bit later, but they have found it in the end. He's going to come in, takes down Ura, and can begin to back off as well. They're now in a fairly good spot into this round if they can keep it up.
Yeah, work to be done for sure. And Potty with that AWP, trying to get some work done. He's got the opening kill onto Ura, hoping to do a little bit more damage. As Clackgy, the man of the hour, won the round for him last time. Can he win this one as well? This time with 3 teammates supporting him, there is definitely a lot more opportunity as Shiva moves towards that short position. But still, 4 versus 5, holding on to that lead. Tunisia keeping themselves in it. Potty completely unflashed, gets himself a free kill there onto RMX as he now falls back. The nade will go through, but he's keeping himself alive until that nade will blow him out of the water. Still, 3 versus 4, an advantage in the hands of Tunisia. Looks like Morocco wanting to slow this one down. There is a 2v2 wherever they go. But they can take it a little bit more carefully. Crumpsy on the AWP, going to be able to take down Skinny there now in a 2 versus 4. This is looking pretty good for Tunisia to try and take themselves a first round into this game. They are, of course, the favoured team, but they're going to have to prove that to us before we believe any of that nonsense. John now going aggressive. He's going to find one, looks for the second, and he takes it. 42 HP remaining now in a 1 versus 2. And he wants to get this work done. He's got the bomb in hand. He's going to move over towards that A bomb site and put the bomb down. 13 seconds remain. Molotov goes down to CT, which could be an interesting decision. He's going to fake out the plant. He will have to go for it now. He has to stick this one. 5 seconds remaining. They could just spam, of course, here, and they probably would find the kill, but instead Remind going to take him down. Headshot goes through, and that's Morocco losing a round.
Yeah, the first round on the board there, obviously coming in off the back of that initial pick from Poti. Good stuff for him. He was able to pick up 2 throughout the course of the round, and they do take it. But it's always that scary factor. You aren't nearly, going to be in that position to actually be on the rocks if you actually get taken down. I mean, it just depends if you're going to get taken down here, really, and actually reset the economy. The CTs would be in an absolute horrific spot if that's able to go through.
Whoops out. See, who's going to kill each other. Black Jeep wanting to relive his glory days. He's not going to be able to do it. Flash comes through, and Shiva going to be able to force him back there. Sight goes down. What he can get done. Black G here. He's going to find himself a kill onto Shiva. So nice work comes through, and actually looking quite nice now for Morocco to reset that economy, shove Tunisia back down onto a weaker bite, and get themselves into a really good footing in this one. Of course, best of 1. All they have to do is win this game, and they get themselves a point in the group stage format. Actually, just clacking away those shots, hoping to get some work done, but nothing coming through just yet. You know, Tor actually is not the Onion registry; it's actually Tornado.
Yeah.
Factoid.
Gorgeous. Tor, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Into this round, slow stuff actually coming out. Morocco, they've had no real reason to try and initiate a play. They're just trying to take it slow. This is quite an important round for them if they can actually bring their way back up. They want to try and use that range as well. Tor going to be spamming away here. Will actually find that frag on towards Skinny. Takes him down that M4 fairly quickly. Poti as well comes out with a nice peek, takes down RMX, but unfortunately will be railed back by John as he lands that crystal headshot. Tor coming into the mix here as he bounces around. Will find John, wanted to get the follow-up on towards Ura. And he's going to be riled up and feeling confident. He was able to dispatch him with that AK-47. Remind and Crumpsy, the last 2 men left standing. The boys in blue on that CT side can actually mount this retake. It's going to be a hard task. Factory is in a fairly open position though. Will be taken down, punished by Remind. Ura does respond. Now left in a 1 versus 1, a very important round to try and pick up, and he will do so. Pops the head of Crumpsy, upgrades to the AWP as well, and they do pick up round 7 with relative ease, going down to a fairly bit of an awkward spot towards the end, but early round was definitely dominant in towards their favour, and such an important round as well. You can see the effects. Tunisia once again absolutely busted, no economy to play with. They're really going to need to just try and throw something into the mix here, just go for a bit of a shock and awe style play potentially, just to stack an actual overall push. You can see them trying to go for that information play early here. Basically their best bet is Morocco. They're the heavy favourites into this round. Not much of a stake left in it for Tunisia.
Black Jeep missing a few shots here. He's actually going to cost him. He's going to have to fall back, takes the second, and he hits this time. Might get a second shot. And not looking too bad. Ponty should be able to dispatch him, and he will. That's an AWP saved, and that's a pretty successful round. No investment whatsoever. I'm going to be able to pick up a kill and an AWP. Potty is looking like he wants to go for this, actually. Interesting decision from Potty. I'm not sure if I would agree with it personally, but hey, maybe there's an opportunity for him. Maybe there's a chance that he, I don't know, believes he may win this one, and would of course be quite big if he did. But giving away his position like that is an interesting decision. Takes 1 shot, makes it, but he won't make the second. Skinny takes him down, and that's 7-1 on the board now for Morocco. They are looking real strong, despite coming into this as the underdog team, outlined by the analyst desk, and the betting statistics. Of course, the betting statistics at the moment probably not too accurate, as not an awful lot of people can place bets unless they know how to operate a computer. So nice skill coming in there from Potty. Or is going to be bought into this one. If he'd saved it, maybe he'd have a little bit more cash in the bank for some armor, but unfortunately not going to work out too nicely. They knew where he was. He didn't have too much of a choice. Push comes through over towards that B-bomb site, though, and it's going to work out. Remind taken down one. Skinny is able to trade it out before he goes down, but that's advantage now in the hands of Tunisia. They are going to put themselves into a great position and hope to do some work.
Here as well. Shiva, waiting, try and see if they are going to go for this through the smoke. Should be able to at least get one frag on the board for his side. We'll actually find it onto Azura through the smoke. Thermal vision coming into effect there was able to hunt him down and take him out of a nice little flurry of bullets. Now just rides on Clackgy and John. Trapped at mid, absolutely stranded. Luckily, John has been able to work his way back through. He has the bomb, so it's quite important he's actually able to stay alive here. Clackgy also snapping the neck of Shiva. It was his head clean back there with that headshot. Remind, looking a little bit timid towards B. Doesn't want to get taken down, we'll back off from outside of the site. And a little bit of a questionable play. 47 seconds left on the clock here as well. And the T's will actually begin to reposition.
Actually unable to pick up that AWP in this one. The T's now splitting up. Repositioning is one thing, but completely dividing yourselves is altogether another. John, with the bomb in hand, he has a good amount of utility to play with, but up against these counter-terrorists, it's going to be 2 over towards that A-bomb site. Remind, it's just holding it down, making sure no one can sneak on through his potty. Holds the angle, takes the shot, and that's the round of the bag for Morocco. Pardon me, Tunisia, no doubt about it. And Morocco going to have to pick up the pieces in the next. They haven't got a massive amount of money, hence why we didn't see that AWP on Clackgy. And so we're not really going to be seeing a, if any buy at all, a strong one. Going to see Clackgy picking up that Biggie Smalls. It is going to be the force coming through to be sure they can still buy it on the next round. That would be a quasi.
Any option to go for the CZ a little bit later into that buy as well, but seems like most likely will be that mid to B play. RMX is the only one with any real utility. Basically just shoot out, flash through, and then they're going to push onto the site and try and see what they can find. Yeah, will be a bit of a struggle, but they go in off the back of it anyway. Attempting to find these frags, very awkward. Remind, really, it's just been a shooting gallery for him. They offered themselves up as essentially a sacrifice, and he was allowed to just mow his way through them. Clackgy as well, he's going to be the last man standing here. Open hand, so he has a bit of potential to work with, a little bit of leg room, but it is going to be hard. I don't know what he'll actually be able to find. Frags coming in, Clackgy does go down. Off the back of Crumpsy, they're just spamming away. Very easy frag for him, and yeah, not too much. You didn't expect really Morocco to actually pick that one up. Would have been nice if they got the bomb down, but nevertheless, that's the way the cookie crumbles. They will be able to go out with those AKs.
Stay classy. 5-on-5 now. 3-7 in favour of Morocco, and with a somewhat shaky buy back on the board. Could be interesting. Potty going to be able to take down John instantly there. And that's going to leave them at somewhat of a disadvantage, of course. 4 versus 5. And that weapon should be recovered. Can he going to be able to pick that one up? And Clackgy just going with the Glock now. He's lost his Mac 10. He's trying to figure out where it is. There it is. He's found it. He's a happy boy. So, at disadvantage. And Tunisia pick this one up. Oh, Morocco going to spring back into life. Nice flash goes over. Shiva seems to think it was an enemy flash. Turns out it wasn't. It was actually his friend's flash. So, a little bit tricked out there. But he is going to find out what's going on as the B split will come through. Of course, it's going to be Europe going through those tunnels. And that mid area being pushed upon by 3 remaining players. Tor and Crumpsy will be able to do some damage here as the Molotov goes down. Tor going to look to go through that smoke, but it's not going to work out for him. Now Crumpsy to man to clear up. Tor takes down one. Crumpsy with his own. Clackgy will finally get back in with that Biggie Smalls Mac 10. But apart from that, nothing's going their way. Clackgy now the last man to die. He will go down. And that's Tunisia taking 4.
Yeah, they do pick up that round. Good one to actually get themselves a little bit more foot in as well. They need to try and go through this first half with a bit more breathing room, obviously. You're in that horrible spot. You can try and claw yourself back. They've done a fairly efficient job of it so far. They just need to keep getting these rounds linked together. You know, this is the first time they've actually had 3 rounds on the trot. And it's just been that one round off the back of the defuse and reset by Morocco. And it looked like they were just still going to be in that lump they were stuck in. But Tunisia, they've now finally got something to work with and they keep going. I mean, if they achieve a few more rounds here, potentially bring this back into somewhere in the region of at least 6 rounds, you know, they're going to be back on form on their T half. It was looking very dreadful at first, though. And they do get the opening frag. Shiva actually takes down Clackgy, able to just absolutely annihilate his head there. But they start to flood out on towards long. Frags coming in as well. Tor going to fire him. Wants to go back for more. Should spat out John, so very low, so it won't take too much to actually eliminate him. Just rides on Skinny and Ura. And this could be number 5 going the way of Tunisia. Very unlikely Morocco are going to achieve too much. If they can try and wean the economy of Tunisia a little bit, try and just scrape some cash off them, it's going to be probably the best bet.
all they can really hope for. Of course, they aren't going to be able to force out the buy in the next round. It's not going to be a great buy. Probably won't be seeing an AWP, but 2 cents of AKs, it's going to goes down. Now, just here are that scout in hand. If you can upgrade the weapon, perhaps it'll be worth saving. But right now, not seeing too much go on. We are seeing that tactical pause come in here from Morocco. They are going to be taking the pause to have a think about what's going wrong. And they are going to be just, they can fix the problems before they become too problematic, I suppose. Potty, just making sure he can still aim, just aiming at his teammates here, making sure that they are still there. They are, as it goes. And Europe, he's only got 15 seconds left to stay alive. Can he do it? If he dies after time, well, if I were him, I'd cry, but luckily, I'm not him. So, staying alive. Okay, this was an interesting decision. He's going to take 1 kill, but, well, I mean, he's been killed, so money going to be going on for him. He's only got 2k now. Yeah, not good.
No, obviously not a great spot to be in. Obviously, dying after time, not really a situation that you want to try and find yourself in, if possible. You have just 2k left in the bank that the rest of his team have money to go with. I mean, they can try and buy up into this round if they want to. Probably should at this point. Or can just go for a Tech 9 armor. It's not going to be the most inefficient thing in the world. Obviously, it's not great. But Tech 9 in close range battles, if they allow him to entry potentially on somewhere like, if you go for like an early short push or maybe try and take that control towards B, you can definitely find your way out. And I mean, it's going to allow him to actually be able to at least do something with that weapon in close range. Meanwhile, those AK-47s obviously definitely going to be able to complement the range on that side. We do only see the 1 AWP now over on Tunisia. That's still going to be rocking on Potty. Meanwhile, Viva is going to be grabbing that M4 that is daintily been thrown in front of him and try and find the few frags in the round with that.
So, pause underway. There must be wild accusations flying across the team at this point. Why didn't you shoot that man? Why didn't you shoot that man? I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to get pretty heated over in that Morocco camp. Yeah, in the Morocco land. So, do you know where Morocco is, Jackie?
Where is it, mate?
It is.
Is it in Africa?
Well, yeah, you're right. It is in Africa, but it's just underneath Spain.
Oh,
You know where that little? It looks like it's joined if you don't zoom in on the map. You know that bit.
Nah, mate.
Gibraltar.
Did you know? Oh, Gibraltar.
Yeah, it's just
Gibraltar.
below that.
Yeah. I played a bit of Overwatch, mate. I'm aware of Gibraltar.
Don't know what that means.
Did you know though that Norway?
Yeah.
Norway on a map
Heard of it.
looks like a penis because of the way it looks. Google it, boys. Norway looks like a penis. But anyway,
It doesn't.
into the action. Tunisia versus Morocco. Let's see how this one is going to go down. Obviously, we just got back into it. Tunisia. They're looking like they're trying to find their footing. They had a bit of an upper hand the first couple of rounds gone by. Morocco dominating early, but it's all started to slip away. They're climbing the greasy pole, Harold, and they are slipping down the greasy pole. There's anti-climb paint, and they are covered in it.
I mean, I'm just looking at Norway, and it isn't a willy. Sorry.
Maybe I've misthought of the country.
Yeah, I mean you have, because Norway it looks more like sperm, really.
Oh no, it's like Norway and Finland and a few of the other countries.
Scandinavia then?
Yeah, all of Scandinavia just looks like a giant penis. But anyway, into this game.
I mean, you need to go to a sex doctor at some point.
It's a genuine consensus.
It's a genuine concern, Jackie.
Alright, well, maybe that's friend left for me. I don't know. Frags come in though. Talk and send off RMX to the Burns ward. Clackgy fires back with a headshot on towards him. Is able to pop his skull clean off. That should have actually a fairly efficient frag as he thankfully flicks over on towards Clackgy. There will be a tray coming in. Seems like they aren't going to try and be able to take a bomb site. It is clear at this point. 30 seconds left on the clock. All the time in the world to get that short plant. A very low HP at this point though, and this retake is going to be fairly easy to mount for the Tunisian side. Utility to work with, the one flashbang, the Molotov as well. With their HP stay low, they will be able to zone them out with that. This actually misses slightly. Oh no, it does cover Gandalf, so that would have been efficient if he was in there. They do come in with a frag though. John the man takes one boy down. They have that AWP over on towards Potty. Crumpsy really needs to be the entry fragger here though. If he can get that opening frag on towards Skinny, the round's definitely in their hands.
Yeah, John just sitting over there in get right. He's gonna die. Oh, no, he's dead as well. Skinny is also dead. So the defuse will come through. And yeah, I've had a look at a map, and it seems if you cut off about half of Finland, yeah, you're right.
Hang on.
You'd have to cut off a lot of Finland.
I'm giggling it. Hang on.
Yeah, so like, it does if you cut off a lot of Finland and a little bit of Russia as well. Yeah.
I think it's. Hang on.
No, so it is Norway, Sweden, bit of Finland, bit of Russia. And I see what you mean.
Yeah. So if you have Sweden and Finland and
Nice kill
Norway,
there
it
from
just looks
Potsy.
like a penis. But Poti going to come in with that frag on towards Ura, takes him down, which is always a good spot to be in. Tunisia, definitely, a return to form. I didn't actually expect to see to come out from at this point. It looked like they were sort of down in the dumps, weren't really able to bring too much out, but they've been bringing it back now. If they can keep this up, they're in a good spot. Right. Trying to come out, just tapping away. Crumpsy actually knocked down 27 HP, bit of a tag onto him. Unfortunately, not quite a version just yet. Diva at mid here. Could be a massive play if he tries to go for this. What's out, John? That smoke is going to go through to resmoke CT. Let's go with a counter smoke of his own. Flashbang to try and buy himself a little bit of time to reposition. Just sitting by boxes here. Skinny and Co pushing out. Poti as well right now as he just holds from Shoxy. He's going to get that information that no one's coming up short, so this will be that fast B play as they're trying to make their way in. Crumpsy comes in with a frag on towards Skinny. Unfortunately, the trade comes back. John takes him down with that railgun. RMX rattling off, though. We'll be able to take down Remind. John coming in with a headshot as well with the AWP there on towards Poti. And now it all falls on towards Tor. What can this man bring to the table in this 1v2? That bomb site has been claimed. Morocco, they fought hard, they fought fast, they were able to overcome it. They've claimed it as their own territory. They've got the plant down. They're in good spots to try and pick up the round. Tor, a little bit of an awkward one. He has to try and go for this. Flash and smoke to work with. Can try and get that smoking. Go for the flashbang over an entry here. We'll stick with the trusty M4 as he runs his way into the site. Wants to find the first frag. Will actually do so. Unfortunately, John, such a good power position there. He's able to just watch his way over and take him down.
So shooting his opponent there is good work from John. And although only one man survived, it's around in the bag, and Morocco look to secure themselves a 9-6 scoreline. The buy not great here from Tunisia. They are going to be wielding some weapons. The AWP is out on Poti, and I guess that's all that matters. But John in position, he wants to take a man advantage here, and he will. Massive shot comes in onto Shiva there, and that's a really nice start. But Crumpsy, boost position, is going to be able to take one for himself, so happy days, I guess. 4 versus 3 now, and they want to win the round. Morocco, they want to shoot the enemy to win the round. But there's a shot. Tor makes it a double kill. Skinny and RMX both dead now. Of course, it's going to be Ura working his way out in that long position. He kills Poti. That's him dead. That's an AWP picked up, and well, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if he started shooting people with that AWP. Although, there is a smoke in hand. Jackie, what's he going to do with that smoke?
Probably smokes that, won't he?
Probably will, yeah. Bomb is in between 2 terrorists. And the counter-terrorists are in between tunnels mid and short.
Ura, I just had a massive apple crumble there. A shot he should have landed. They are still in a good spot into this round. They have the double offset. This 5-7 could prove a little bit damaging in close range combat. Tor comes around the angle, lines out like a bit of an acrobat, and just down Ura. It all falls on John. 1 versus 1 here. Crumpsy only on 5 HP. John with the AWP in hand. Should be aware that he's low. Not sure why he isn't switching out to his sidearm here. Obviously checking towards CT as well. Make his way onto the site. He needs to try and get that bomb plant. He still has time, but he should be aware of his positioning and how low he is. He's going to go in for the scope. Still trying to take the fight here before he tries to go for the bomb plant. Will finally attempt to get it planted. Has all that utility to work with here as well. Still trying to go for these faces. Now he's out. Still trying to use the AWP. Crumpsy, 5 HP, but he could actually win this if he's able to land the shots off with that M4. Just trying to go for those. Can't quite connect it just yet. John looking a bit panic here. Flustered. Got a P250 in hand, but we'll find a frag. Going to tie things up. A 6-9 scoreline and a half. Morocco barely come back to get a couple of rounds in at the end there. 2 rounds to be precise. Meanwhile, Tunisia, what a great streak when they just started letting the ball roll quite rapidly with those 5 rounds they picked up on the trot.
Yeah, so good round there. And I'm going to be winning that one.
Well,
So, good stuff, I guess. No, I mean that thing you just showed me is not. There's no Sweden in that.
well, yeah,
Why is Sweden not there?
I don't know, but that's just how, I think that's how it looks. That's Europe.
And isn't? Oh no, I know why. It's because Norway's not there.
This isn't part of Europe, though, is
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
That's
Norway's
why.
not in Europe.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, there you go, Jack.
Nor are we.
Buffoon. Yeah, nor are we. Why are we on that coin? They should reprint that, please.
Yeah. Can we get removed, please?
Yeah.
Get this
I mean,
redacted.
yeah, can you be sensitive to our EU
Our
European beliefs?
Hashtag Brexit. Into the
Hashtag.
game. Obviously jumping here in this second pistol round. They make their way in towards that B-bomb site. Skinny and Co though, these USPs proving so damaging. Great stuff from Skinny. The free gate comes out, peeling heads left and right, giving digs as he takes them down. RMX will find one on towards Crumpsy to finish things up, only losing one man there.
Yeah, so bleeding good round there. Yeah, really good stuff from Morocco. And it seems
Seems up.
that they like this map. This Dust2 map. Ooh, they've got a spin. Gonna be Tor trying to get some kills with his gun. But
So, I mean,
oh,
basically, right, in a position you're in like this, you just want to try and go for like a mid to B or a fast B or something, just try and get these runs over on Dust2, like when you have these. Smoke mid, burst your way through, there's a couple of players out, so if you can find the frags. If you do, you know, just work through, try and game B. Because you're not going to achieve too much, like it's pretty hard. You can't really get long control because of how, you know, really damaging the Morocco side is going to be with their arsenal. They've got quite a few SMGs though, one of them actually being the P90 on RMX as well, which is always quite interesting. The P90 obviously is quite a damaging weapon, but you don't get that cash bonus. So it's kind of like, could have just gone for a FAMAS really, but you know, where the cookie crumbles.
I like it. You can run around with it.
Yeah, but
It does require a lot more skill than the other guns, to be fair.
yeah, of course.
So it is 5-on-4 in favour of the Macaroons, and well, they want to do some damage here to the enemy. So let's see if they're going to be able to shoot the enemies and see if they can win the game. That would be yeah, pretty exciting stuff for sure. Crumpsy gets a kill, but here it is. The MP7 comes in, 2 kills off the bat, and well, it looks like Mr. John wants to go for this retake before his teammates even arrive. And that's something. Crumpsy, the deagle in hand, he's just shooting. He's having a shootaroo, but he hasn't killed anyone with that shooting business. So Shiva, not the cat food, he's going to be holding down most of that bomb site, hoping someone's going to jump over his bloody head. No one will, and well, they're killing each other. Crumpsy, the last man alive, and he's a dead man as well. No kit needed. The fuse comes in. Happy days.
There you have it. That round is going to be picked up. Able to do it. Team McGee scoring another one in the net. Nothing but net.
So Jackie, where is Tunisia?
Also in Africa.
Well, you're not wrong. I'll give you that. But it's very near to Italy.
Tunisia, obviously not a lot to work with into this round. Their economy is not looking great. They've only got those pistols. It'll be a bit of a struggle, really. You know, I don't know why they're not just trying to go for these fast plays, just try and get these rounds over with. You're going to be a lot more effective if you do hit them with that mid to B, so you can just burst your way out, do whatever damage you can. Morocco, meanwhile, playing very standard CS. They have no reason to try and go for these overfaces, can just play off the back of close angles. SMG is going to be dominant there. They've switched out a little bit now, though, playing a little bit more aggressive, sort of standard, really, with those M4s coming into play. FAMAS on Skinny as well. RMX still rocking the P90 he had scavenged in his back pocket. But yeah, once again, Morocco should heavily dominate into this round, and that first round is going to be what sort of sets the scene, though. Tunisia attempted to try and take short control, want to burst the way out onto the site. Unfortunately, Ura is there. That FAMAS can be fairly dominant. Obviously, the range not as great as an M4, but from the distance he'll be fighting from just playing off the back of this angle with the boxes, just playing from ramp. He can still definitely be a powerhouse and be quite the catalyst into defending this.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie, if you can tell me the definition of a catalyst, I'll be impressed. But that can wait because the push is en route. And the first man already on 3 HP. John lit up. He's going down. Shiva going to take him out of the equation. Potty taking Ura. And wow, this has been turned on its head. Remind coming in from behind. It's going to take RMX down to just 6 health points. But it's okay because he's still alive. In a 3 versus 4 retake now. And Crumpsy doing damage. Gets the kill as well. Big stuff on the board so far. And it's all onto Skinny because his teammate is none the wiser and dead. Wow, how this has been turned on its head. Skinny gets himself one, but he's dead as well. So, what a round, eh?
So, a personal thing that precipitates an event. So basically, he was the catalyst in that round because when they pushed out, he was the one that was going to start the combat by finding the first frag thing.
Well, that's incorrect, Jackie, because the catalyst does not start a reaction.
But it does.
No. It increases the rate of reaction without reducing its mass. But whatever, Jackie, that's fine.
No, that's in term of like, you know, like, oh, chemical reaction like that, like chlorine. This is like
chlorine.
This is like a speech.
The well-known
This is like a
reaction.
Jesus. Right. Anyway, in this round, let's see how this one is going to go down. Morocco, obviously, on the back pedal a little bit. Their Arsenal not looking as great. They are getting picked off because of it. Clarkji actually falls though. Ura also going to go down as well, and it just rides on Skinny and John. I mean, this should be an easy round, really. Now they've got these rifles in their hands. We know how damaging that Tunisian squad can be once they're looking crisp. They had a fairly effective CT half when they started to claw it back. We've been waiting for them to wake up a little bit on their T half. They've finally made it to that position now where they're in the good spot. They can try and link these rounds together, and they've done a great job there as well of actually keeping that ball rolling. Morocco didn't bounce back with any shenanigans. Now all they need to do is win out on this one. Obviously they were forced inside double eco, so Morocco, they'll have a buyout into the following round. At that point, Tunisia, they'll be very close to actually equalising the scoreline and be on for a bit of a game.
Absolutely, Tunisia, they want to play Counter-Strike here. Well, you can't blame them.
I don't know what this setup is at all from Morocco here.
Speaking
one by one, they're trying to flash over.
Have you seen Virtus Pro on Cobble where they all stand behind each other?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, but it's
But you
not
don't look at the enemy.
They peeked one by one, waiting for the flashbang, then still not peeked
Yeah,
off the back
I
of the
mean,
flash.
if someone peeks you,
And
you're
that
not
was a bad
expecting
flash.
another person to peek, aren't you? And then another person, then another person.
Yeah, but you're not going to...
It's logic, Jackie.
You
Get
know,
over it.
because you would still just go for the flash, then peek off the back of that. He's just given him a free kill there. They're aware that someone's there. They flashed over. Okay, but anyway,
I mean,
bit of a
it is
useless
logical to
round
me.
coming into this. They're not going to be able to achieve too much. They have found 2 frags, but that should essentially be it. Yeah, they most likely should have just backed up and scavenged his weapons, but they're going to find another one anyway. They actually take Receiver on the close angle. John going quite massive for his team right now as they start to make their way in towards the bomb site. Talking to rattle down though. Had enough of this shenanigans coming out from them. We'll find that frag. Going for the smart play, will back off, try and hold on to the AWP, and his teammate will follow him. So they've actually been able to scathe themselves a little bit around to the following round. Cash.
Yeah, so great kills.
Yep, that's right.
On the board there. Morocco save themselves 2 weapons going into this next round. They're going to have lots of money that they can splash about. They're going to be like a Saudi Arabian prince with all that money. So, I mean, happy days, really. You know, it's a shame because there's a lot of just African teams that we're not actually seeing in this qualifier, like Nigeria, DR Congo. That's not Dr. Congo. Somalia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, the other ones, Tanzania. Where the Tasmanian Devils from, probably.
Is that all you had to bring to the table for this
But
round?
there's always next year, guys. So if you're from Dr. Congo or any of the other ones I've said, like Chad and Niger, you can sign up next year. Go on out. 9-11 is going to be Morocco in the lead, but with those weapons that they've saved, there is some work that needs to be done.
They try and make their way towards that B-bomb site. Skinny is there. He's been able to hold them back a few rounds in a row, but can he do it this time around? They are going to try and flood their way, and the Molotov goes in. Should actually force him out of position, struggling. But eventually, they find that frag on towards him. He did off Shiva. RMX actually is in a great spot as well to take down Poti very easily there. The dainty little flick as he just pulls the trigger with the AWP, lands the headshot, and look at Clarkji coming in the rear. The man with a plan who can as he takes out Crumpsy. He wants to try and find more. Unfortunately, that one's all he's going to get as Ura comes in to take down 4 though. And John, once again, from behind, absolutely loves it. Takes down Remind.
Yeah, John, of course, being named after my father. A great Counter-Strike player back in his time.
So, your real father or fake father?
Real one. It's called John.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The other one's not called John.
The viewers don't know.
The viewers, they know now, don't they?
Yeah, they know you've got 2 dads.
Oh, not really, Jackie. I mean, that's not really how it works.
And one of them's a bit weird.
Did you know that your G-spot is up your bottom?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, think about that one for a bit, alright?
So, into this round as well, Remind obviously going to try and just cause a little bit of commotion towards that B-bomb site. That nade does rose in, just wants to try and plant a little bit of a seed of doubt, but actually this could be a massive play. Clacgy, look at the confidence on display here. If he can spot out Remind, get that initial frag, they're going to be in a great spot, but he doesn't quite want to go for it just yet. Slowly edging round, is able to do so as he just rips his way through him with a hailstorm of bullets into his back. And now they're actually in a very good position. Morocco, they can just play for trades now. Back off, play off those slightly further back angles. You can just chill out a little bit and allow Tunisia to come into you. They don't have to try and take the initiates anymore. Don't need to create the fights.
You know, there's a country called Sahara, Western Sahara.
Tunisia, meanwhile, just sticking towards that slow default, just holding their angles. They're hoping Morocco is going to go over aggressive. They don't really have much of a reason to. Ura's going to reposition close here by Longhouse. If he tries to go and overextend anymore, he's going to really put himself in a bit of a deficit. Really shouldn't go for it, but I imagine he might try and do so. Obviously, the confidence could be rolling back into him. They want to try and go for that play, want to secure this round early. Meanwhile, Tunisia, they've secured all of short control. They're able to just slowly trickle up towards the site before they want to burst their way out and leak on. They're getting ready for that explosion. Poti as well, going to walk into the embracing arms of Ura, but he can't quite find the frag. Poti will be able to dispatch him. Instead, Clacgy from behind, though, not one, but two frags, and they're just sitting there thinking, what in hell in God's name just happened to them? Clacgy happened.
God can't save you now. This man clacks like a G, and he's just clacked in your face. So that's that, yeah. 9-13, of course. It's Morocco quite heavily in the lead, and it is Tunisia going for somewhat of a not buy here. They're going to be able to buy next round because they've saved the money in their wallet. They've been putting pennies in the piggy bank, and well, it all adds up, kids. So first of all, don't do drugs because that'll waste your money. And secondly, John, nice shot comes through as Tor goes down, and the AWP of RMX in position, trying to get some work. But unfortunately, a bit of an unfortunate miss. But I'm sure there's going to be another opportunity now. John doing some damage. It's a 2 versus 3, but such low HP on two of these players. They could be taken down by Potty's little gun. Going to happen as well. Skinny now going aggressive. He's going to find one, and Remind finds himself 1 versus 2. No bomb plant, but there's a lot of time to mess around with. To mess around. I mess around. Get around. Oh. Skinny going in from behind. That's how he likes it. He's going to be. Oh, he's going all the way around. Bleeding heck. Oh, heck. That's a potato. Remind, he wants the bomb. He's going to take it as well. What is dead may never live as the bomb goes down. Remind, he's going to jump up, but unfortunately for him, he has been shot. And that's the round of the bag for Morocco.
Morocco, of course.
Other countries I forgot to mention that could be in this qualifier: Cameroon,
Other countries are available.
Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea,
Shafra City.
Gabon, not Gambon. It's not
Gambino.
pork in French. Ghana, the Ivory Coast, Liberia, home of the library, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. Anyway, all sorts to do, and many more countries going to be coming up later. That could have been, of course, in this qualifier. Anyway, 5 on 5, and some low HP on both Clacgy and Skiddy, but Morocco seem to be grasping onto this round, trying to keep themselves alive, and, well, suffice to say, they're having trouble. Morocco doing what they can here. Of course, Tunisia, they want to win. Oh, Shiva, what on earth are you doing? He's calmed down. Don't worry, chaps. He has relaxed a little bit. Potty, AWP in hand. It's going to be working towards that A-bomb site with the AWP and Skinny. He's called his M4 Game of Thrones. Little does he know, there are actually no M4s in Game of Thrones. And in fact, it is based on the medieval times, so you'd be unlikely to see an M4 at that point. Nonetheless, it is going to be looking like a mid-to-B split. Ura seems to be unaware that that is actually his teammate that he shot. As the push comes in now onto that B-bomb site, there are 2 players over there ready to respond with those police sirens turned on. John from the outside is going to shoot one man. Makes it a double kill, but his friend Clacgy has been killed. Can John go absolutely hamnation? Or is he going to be shut down like a shot at closing time? 3 on 3 now, and B-bomb site notoriously difficult to re-secure, or if you will, retake. It is going to be the objective of the counter-terrorists to get back into the bomb site, shoot the enemies. That may sound a bit violent, but just what you got to do in this game. And once they're in, they can defuse the bomb, so it won't kill any innocents. Yura going to be able to get a kill there, make it a double kill. Oh my god! But Shiva, I mean, he just killed his teammate, and he for Morocco, but still 14-10 up, and they aren't too concerned about life, the universe, and everything. So other nations that could be in this qualifier for next year, we've got Mali, Eritrea, Djibouti. Have I said Kenya? If I haven't, I will. Rwanda, Burundi, Malawi, Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana. We'll have some more of that later. The round is, of course, underway. Morocco have gone with a force buy here. For some reason, not too confident in their abilities to frog. Remind is going to be able to get a nice kill there onto Klakji. And that's going to be a great start into the round. John falling back at the wrong time. Sees Z in hand. Going to be able to get a kill with that weapon system he holds so dear to his heart. Yura is. He went with a flashbang, but it didn't work. Somehow gets the kill anyway. That's the sign of a true warrior. As we say in my culture, if you can kill a man, you can become a man. Shiva going to be dueling away, but it's the FAMAS to win out. Ura is going to win that one. And Potty, oh, he's killed someone with the AWP. RMX, oh, can he get the kill? Maybe. I mean, he has to shoot. Oh yeah, he's done it. He's done it. He's looking for more though, and Potty is holding the angle down. Oh, he shot him as well. RMX dead, and it's all on Europe. He's probably going to hold on to his weapon. You see, in my culture, when you have an AK and a defuse kit and some head armor, we say, my father said this to me many times when I was young, save it, and you can use it next round.
Yeah, if you can actually hold on to it, you can. So, he's going to try. Good try. Successful. Get that one a 5 out of 7.
So 2 more nations that could have been, but aren't. Republic of the Congo and Democratic Republic of the Congo. We've also got Benin, Togo, Guinea-Bissau, and the Gambia. Have more of that later.
Tune in for that after the show. Obviously, me and Harold, we're going to be reviewing countries.
Yep.
We got the top 100 list of countries.
Top one, of course, being... actually, I don't want to spoil it. No, I don't want to spoil that. They don't know, haven't you?
Yeah. There's push coming in right now. They want to try and take that mid-controller so they can actually find Morocco. In the meanwhile, they are in a bit of a sticky situation, Harold. They've gone to the fairground. They've got themselves a toffee apple. But they bit in, and they haven't realised that it wasn't actually an apple on the inside at all. It was an onion. And terror has ensued. Absolute havoc. You know, it's disgusting. They've had to spit it out. They've binned it. They've wasted £4.50 for a single toffee apple, and that's where they are now, with not money in the bank. Absolutely broken, and physically broken as well, as their bones are getting shattered. Potty bouncing around like an absolute mentalist as he finds these frags. Shiva comes in one towards RMX as well, and he'll have a follow-up for free on towards John.
Yep, that's good stuff, of course. And Tunisian players, they probably hold it very dear to their heart that Tunisia has a warm, dry climate and many beautiful beaches. So you check that out at traveltotunisia.com. Anyway, 5 versus 5 now, and Tunisia definitely coming back here. Now going to be trying to kill the enemies quite efficiently. But Morocco, not so willing to die, strangely enough. Although the kills coming in, Shiva and Tor both ripping Morocco to shreds. Oh, Shiva, he kills a man with his head shot off. John is going to be able to get a kill back, finally. But 2 versus 4, I think best option here is to save. I mean, of course, lying between Libya and Algeria, Tunisia is typically an Arab country, and 99% of the people who live here are Muslim.
So, Guinea and John trapped. We're trying to save those M4s and AKs. If they can hold on to that Kalashnikov and that assault rifle, it is going to help them greatly into the following round. But it's looking like things could potentially be on the rocks, and I don't mean when you add ice to an alcoholic beverage, Harold. Because they have been quite shaken in the past few rounds.
Oh, stop it, you.
And let me tell you something, if I was them, I'd need a vodka Red Bull.
What type of government does Tunisia have? It's a joke.
A government.
After Tunisia's independence from France in 1956, President Faïd Habib Bourguiba ruled the country. He was ousted in 1987. Since then, the country has been working towards a multi-party democracy, although economic and political troubles have slowed down progress.
Well, that is an absolute banger. Knock knock.
Who's there?
It's Tunisia, and Poti wants to try and ride off the hype, off the back of that, as he tries to find this initial frag towards mid, wants to create that conflict. Shiva as well, he's going to be trying to trickle his way in, try and really kick things off. Clackgy is there, can he go around the angle and spot him out first? Clackgy, the time in as they both daintily peek out, barely spotting out there. Skinny actually forced over the peak as well. Nice bait play coming into effect, one or two players on that Tunisian side, as they get that initial frag and the follow-up as well. Tor absolutely obliterating Eura. They're in a great spot to try and keep this pain train rolling.
Absolutely. Frags will come in soon. Fret not about that. And it's a nice kill. Grumpsy going to be able to take down Clackgy there. And that is looking very good indeed. So, great stuff on the board so far for Tunisia. And looking like they actually will be able to really pull this one back. Great stuff on the board. Tor taking down John. And, well, it's all on to RMX. It's not DMX. But I wonder if his favourite candy is M&M.
Well, RMX can give it to you. Stop waiting for you to get it on your own. RMX can deliver to you. Knock, knock, poking up long. It's here. Pop up the stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. He's got too many M4s, but unfortunately he doesn't have a head. Because Crumpsy...
Bloody hell.
Stop, drop, open up, stop. Dabber, RMX.
Stop.
That's right. DMX.
So
Rough
the highest
Riders
point in
anthem.
Tunisia is Jebel Etch Chambi.
So overall, a very interesting game we've actually had in our hands. Very close, closely battled between both sides. Morocco actually surprised me quite a bit early game, but they've started to let things slip. Tunisia, meanwhile, a great return to form here. It's actually very nice to see as they've started to rally themselves up, looking quite crisp as well, and they're going in with some fairly fantastic frags, but it's slowed down a little bit here. They want to try and get an opener into this round. They need to do so soon. Morocco obviously in a bit of a disadvantage in terms of the actual weapons they have in their back pocket, but nevertheless they can still be damaging if they're able to catch the Tunisian opponents off guard. They are making their way towards that B-bomb site. Want to try and send Tor through mid a little bit later as well to cause havoc. Actually going to go in through B site as they just flood out. Can they find the frags though, Harold?
Yeah, probably. It's looking good. Frag comes through, and it's going to be reminding Shiva to win that duel. All on to John, DMX, and Ura to try and retake this one. 5 on 3. I'm not seeing it happen. Looks like they will be playing for overtime here. As I say, already coming in here from John. Here. Here. You know who says that? The president. DMX is going to get taken down here. Bloody hell, I said it again. Remind is shooting RMX as you're going to be able to take down Shiva. That's a nice little kill there. And bomb is being covered. Yura is going to be able to take down Remind, but it's a little bit too late. Three players still hunting for Ura. He is going to be able to kill Potty, and that's an AWP in his hands. Happy days. He dies. Oh, he's not going to die. That's very good. Therefore, Makoro is going to be passed over to Ura.
But here's the thing though, right? Morocco, there is a sim chance they can actually pull this round out now. Off the back of saving that AWP, they've been able to distribute their cash around. This could definitely be them actually equalising this on round 30s with 15-15 half. But let's wait and see. Don't spoil the fun just yet. She with that initial phase will spot out John. Isn't actually going to try and go back in just yet though. Works his way through. Shiva trying to find his way through doors. Interestingly enough, got a bit stuck. I thought he was trying to go for something interesting, just bait around the smoke, try and play off it, but couldn't quite do so. Was eventually able to get back through mid, but took a massive chunk of damage from that nade. Left on 52 HP. Not a great spot. Nearly half of his health gone within a few measly seconds into the round. And they do want to try and hit that B plate, as they slowly set themselves up. Skinny though, it all rides on him to go massive with his Mag 7, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is an absolute back and forth game. Really is very back and forward. They need to make their mind up on where they're going to go, which bomb site they're going to go to. Oh, it's been a big goof. All the players of that B bomb site have been G-O-O-F-E-D, goofed. And it is, of course, going to be that A play, but they're taking it a little bit slow. Remind is going to get one, because RMX opened it up, and that's the trade coming in and out, shaking it all about. We're doing the hokey cokey, and we turn around. RMX is going to kill Shiva. Nice shot comes in. And 3 on 4 now. Remind able to even one out. But Crumpsy with the AWP in hand. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Leaves it in a 3 versus 2. And, oh, well, there it is. Skinny and John coming for a double. It's all on Crumpsy. Can he crump the enemy, or is he going to be trumped by their prowess? No.
Well, there you have it. It is going to go actually the full 30 rounds. 15-15, Tunisia and Morocco. Obviously, the way this works as well is going to be that round-robin format with the 3 teams in the groups. That's 1 point going to each team, rather than seeing overtime here. So what a fantastic first game to kick off the day. 30 rounds on the board for either side. And this has been Tunisia versus Morocco here. We do have a lot more to come. Obviously, there's going to be 3 best of 1s today. Your first one has already been played, with either team taking it the whole hog. But yeah, you're watching the TWC 2016 qualifiers with me and Herald.
Yes.
But we will be throwing it back to the desk. Obviously, remember though, guys, if you want to stay up to date with e-frag for all the latest updates on Pokemon Go and great farming spots and how to beat all the gyms and, you know, find your way to become a Pokemon master, you can follow us at e-frag on Twitter and on Facebook
Absolutely.
as well. So yeah, back to the desk now.
Find a phone, I'll do it.
Yeah, dead now. Back to the desk now to find out just what they think and who is their favourite Pokemon.